Welcome back. We're watching more Spy Family. If the last episode was anything to go by, although certain people that wouldn't ever be able to show their face again, really, jumping to conclusions is one thing, but branding yourself a slave, your entire life being flipped upside down due to a chance overhearing of a conversation, one that hasn't actually been given to you quite yet. Yeah, he may have deserved it. But there's still hope for everyone else. What kind of things are going on in school? How many people are going to be getting more stellar marks, grades, the little badge and pins? The main question is Damien ever actually going to get the recognition from his family? Since that's, the whole point of all of this. Getting good with the parents. I guess we should watch some more. And how many times are we going to have Twilight or any other potentially operating spies out there putting on a face, pretending to be those of power or anyone else to distract from everything else? But how long is it going to take before Anya really fails hard or manages to get another stellar? And what would it be for? Probably not academic acumen. The powers are on display for her, and being able to read minds is, at least in terms of the mission and school, hasn't really been utilized to any great strengths. And like I mentioned in the previous one, I would like a bit more of a proper family time type thing rather than working towards this mission and then inevitable separation. But what future disasters is Bond going to see? The General Hospital? Ah, work experience type thing. Okay. I mean, her occupations that she's interested in would be through father's connections, being a grand spy and her TV programs, but I'm not sure that one would exactly fly well. He, yeah, he's can't exactly even talk to his father normally, let alone. I mean, her report could be very interesting. One of national security issues, but very interesting. I mean, which one? This was good training for the future. Hope she learns how to wipe blood off any surface. Uh, I mean, so she only gets the overview of what the job includes and the I wonder how efficient little Annie would be at this tag-along job. If there are any stragglers or civilians in the area, that could cause some big issues. One thing I do really like about this segment is the colour grading, where it's just quite monochromatic apart from the red. They'll bleed out in a matter of minutes. She may need a shower or something. It might be best not to talk to her about the job. Yeah. She'll have a bit too much to write about in the report otherwise. Actually, I like that. No need to actually repeat it for the audience, just get to the point. We know what she's going to ask. Taking her assignment seriously in the little outfit that she's got. Don't write that down. I mean, it's elementary, really. So, it lets him fit in, I guess. Because it's a useful disguise. And being able to help others come out with this fake job, fake background for it as well. I mean, they're such good friends. And they definitely do not want a repeat of any more wars and stuff. Don't write this bit down. He almost definitely should take a look at the notebook after she's done. I mean, of course, she would be garnering a bit of affection from everyone there. Hmm. Well, they don't see him all too much. Good thing he's got such a nice or positive influence over everyone, so they're showering with approval. He might be stretched a bit thin, though, pretending to be a psychiatrist and all the rest. I mean, yeah, blending in and making it seem as though you're the last person possible would be the... There's almost as if there's a rhyme and rhythm to when she's writing. She's special. I think being able to read minds in a profession like that would actually be, well, maybe not psychiatry, that could really get into some weird places, but would be really, really helpful for diagnosing people, especially those that are certainly fibbing about certain traits or issues they have. What, is it going to be some of his patented healing techniques that we've seen before? Some of that are a little more concussive than usual. I mean, he does need to use, any medical modification machine. I mean, it would be a lot easier if there was. This lever. Sit down, write something, stay away from the lever. A, oh, okay. I thought he was just giving her a box of sand, but fair enough. I think I'd prefer the sand without the toys. So, how soon before she's at the bookcase? Oh no. A menace is arising. How many people within the hospital were actually still part of this same spy organization? What is that? How big is his network? I mean, that lever wasn't exactly all too well hidden, even if she did read his mind to hear about it. A little thin, but it's can't exactly imagine a huge amount of room going through the hospital that people wouldn't notice. Is she going to take any notes here? Awful. Through the roof. Those damn rats in the air conditioning. I mean, there's ghosts everywhere in this place. Can she get up and turn? How? I mean, and from that day, freedom. From that day, the hospital was condemned. They need to bring in some priests, help exorcise this place. And just like that, she's changed the trajectory of this place forever. Ah, shit. It's a desert. It's so fun. Oh god, what is he going to gather from this display? Chaos? Uh, Tragic. Ah, okay. I was going to say tragic victims of some sort of disaster. She has had a tumultuous upbringing and whatnot. Can it be that she just didn't care all too much? She needs some professional help. It's thank God for her penmanship. Hmm. Let's. Well, we can only imagine how it's going to turn out. I'm guessing the school isn't going to take it all too seriously with whatever she manages to put together there. Ah, yes. She doesn't. She doesn't know about the concussive techniques. How would the other co-workers at the hospital react if they learned about his techniques? Oh god. Doing well so far. Piece of cake? Oh yeah, her admiration for the father is going to go further now. Oh, I mean, her choice of wording could use a little. Uh, maybe Lloyd's reputation is being tarnished a little. Eloquent. I mean, he wouldn't get very far if he couldn't smooth over misunderstandings or issues like this. It's not a particularly difficult code there. But I suppose it wouldn't be too difficult for a kids cartoon like this. How interesting is her cipher going to be? Is it going to get help from Lloyd to make a, a proper code? Don't go rifling through his stuff for how to do things properly. I mean, if her handwriting is illegible, yep, get someone else to do it. And who is going to be on the receiving end of this coded message? Don't go messing about with the post. It needs an address to actually send it anywhere. Mm. Message delivered. There's more admirers of that show in this building. Huh? Frankie. Is he going to... Is he going to have trouble deciphering this code? How many of these did she actually make? We saw that there was a pile of the papers, but still. Maybe have a look before she starts questioning what the... Do they all have the same message, or are they different ones? And hopefully, if they are different, she actually gave them to the right people. Top secret indeed. It's... Could someone of his stature ever hope to crack this code? Looks like some are going to put in a little more effort than others to figure out what it is that she wants. Anyone that was smart enough to crack this code, they deserve to join in with the... whatever little gang she's making there on the bridge. I mean, it's probably good that she got Yor to write it. I mean, interesting that that's what he jumped to immediately. Well, but this is this. Oh, he put in a lot of effort cracking the code. A lot of effort. Did he sleep at all? Ah, wow. He really gets into this, doesn't he? But considering Anya is meant to be like meeting them at the bridge at a certain time, where is she? In bed. With the alarm clock being handled by Bond. I think Frankie's going to be standing on the bridge for a while. Unless, of course, anyone from the other notes actually cracks it and turns up as well. Having an episode like this where we got Anya going around to the fake job and meeting up with the various acquaintances and whatnot that he's managed to foster good relationships with, could have easily gone horribly, horribly wrong. Or just have everyone be like, yeah, that's just the kid's imagination saying all this stuff. Still, you would almost have to feel sorry for Frankie if he wasn't such a joke character. there's always going to be some sort of free space, little bits in between the rooms and whatnot when buildings are being built. However, actually having secret passageways and whatnot put in so that you can move around. How long ago was that in place? I don't think he got any kind of construction work done to remodel part of the buildings. And that's got me thinking, are there any in this apartment that they have now? Did he have some secretly installed just in case? They've had run-ins before where people found out where they're staying, where they're living, so it's good to have a backup. I don't remember any time during school where it was like, all right, now write a report about your parents' jobs or whatever. I don't recall ever doing that. Maybe not start to give away that Lloyd was fostering illicit bribes, relationships to really help his own ends. Get closer to people of certain dignitaries and positions of power. But there's plenty of stories that I've heard where innocent jobs and innocent things that children have overheard or tried to relay again, and it has been twisted horribly. I'm not surprised that Lloyd got onto it fairly easily, even with his silver tongue. But I guess one question that might go left unanswered is how much time and effort that Damien put into deciphering that code, considering he was given it by her. Maybe he saw Frankie on the bridge, like, no. Turn and walk the other way. But still, if we all have such troubled minds as that sandbox would portray, well, I'd hate to see what they would glean from me playing with it then. If you would like to ignore your troubled psyche and just sit down and watch some more anime, you're probably in the right place. If you enjoyed this one, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below, it really helps out the channel. And if you want to meet again in the future, there's definitely no codes or anything you need to decipher here. Just turn up at the right place. About the time when this was released on this channel. Fairly simple. To make it easier on yourselves, you can always subscribe. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest, so that I can see you in the next one. There really is no point following me around to write about what I do, because, well, most of it is on the internet for all to see. Watching anime isn't really that much too glamorous of a career. My patrons are the interested children that are taking innocuous comments and ruining lives with them. But for the time being, I really do need to thank Noku, Raywin, Sao, Shiwan, Guado, Tori Jane, Croyville, Kite, Light Wizard 91, Mega42, Diego Zenhausen, Maxwell, Cardboard, and everyone else. Because they at least have kept everything quite interesting.